The story begins with two boys sitting on a plane. One of them is Sean, a software designer, and the other is his friend. They are traveling from America to Moscow to sell their new social networking service. While they are on the flight, strange flashes of light appear in the sky. The pilot quickly announces that it's just an electric wave, and there's nothing to worry about. Soon, the plane lands in Moscow. Sean and his friend go straight to the company where they plan to sell their service. But to their shock, they discover that their partner has already stolen their idea and sold it to a Russian businessman. Frustrated and disappointed, they leave and decide to go to a nightclub. There, they meet two girls. One of them is Natalie, and the other is her friend. The girls already know Sean and his friend because they were supposed to help them with blogging. As they are talking, the lights in the nightclub suddenly go out. Everyone rushes outside, only to witness something unbelievable. Bright yellow lights are slowly descending from the sky. At first, the scene looks beautiful, but soon they realize the horrifying truth. These lights are actually invisible aliens. These creatures can disintegrate humans into ashes within seconds. They are extremely dangerous because they generate powerful electric waves around them. It is almost impossible for humans to fight them. Suddenly, a glowing light lands in front of the crowd. Two police officers step forward, and one of them cautiously approaches the light. In the blink of an eye, the alien attacks, lifting the officer into the air and burning him into ashes. Panic spreads everywhere as people scream and run in fear. The aliens begin hunting people one by one, turning them into ashes instantly. From the chaos, 5 survivors manage to escape: Sean, his friend, 2 girls, and their untrustworthy business partner. They hide inside a club store, trapped by fear. Days pass, one whole week, but none of them dare to step outside. The food begins to run out, and the only option left is to risk everything. They decide to head toward the American embassy, hoping it will lead them back home. When they finally step out, the sight shakes them. The entire city lies in ruins. While moving ahead, they spot a woman frantically blocking her house with bricks. She warns them, "Go away. The invisible aliens will kill you if you stay here." Sean asks her for the embassy's location. Without saying much, she gestures the direction. Following her lead, they find a police van parked nearby, inside which a map might guide them to safety. Sean and his friend sneak toward the van to grab the map, but before they can leave, the invisible aliens arrive. Sean whispers urgently to his friend, "Hide under the car now." The aliens detect humans by sensing their energy, but they can't see through solid objects. Luckily, this blind spot saves Sean and his friend, as the aliens move past without noticing them. When the alien approached the police van, suddenly the siren and headlights switched on by themselves. After this, Sean and Natalie made their way into a clothing store. But right then, the invisible aliens also reached the spot. The small bulb hanging around their necks began to flicker rapidly, warning them of danger. Quickly, Sean pulled Natalie behind a glass door. Since the aliens were nothing but energy waves, the glass acted as an insulator, blocking their sight. Even though the aliens came dangerously close, they couldn't detect the two hiding behind the glass. That's how Sean and Natalie narrowly survived. Later that night, the group finally reached the American embassy. But the sight there broke their spirits. Everyone inside was already dead. In shock, they searched the building and found a working radio. A Russian audio message played on it. Holding on to that faint clue, they decided to leave the embassy. But just then, the traitor business partner abandoned them. Running into the street, he began shooting recklessly. His gunfire drew a swarm of aliens, who instantly incinerated him, turning his body into glowing ashes. While escaping, Sean noticed a faint light flickering from an apartment window across the street. His heart raced. Someone might still be alive there. Since none of them understood Russian, they hoped whoever lived there could explain the message from the radio. Without hesitation, the 4 survivors made their way to the flat. Inside, they discovered 2 people, a brave girl named Vika and a skilled electrician. The electrician explained how he had protected his home with steel rods, which blocked the aliens' energy waves, keeping them safe. He said they had left the apartment light on as a signal, so any survivors would know where to find shelter. Then he revealed his most powerful creation, a weapon of his own design. It was a gun that fired concentrated microwave energy. Since the aliens were pure energy themselves, this weapon could destroy them by attacking their very essence. After this, Sean lets Vika listen to the radio message, since she understands Russian. When Vika hears it, she explains that the message is from the Russian army. It says a submarine has surfaced in the Northern Sea and is waiting for any survivors. There are also a few American submarines nearby, but they will depart by the next morning. That means they only have 4 hours left to escape the city and reach the submarine. They quickly prepare to leave. The 3 girls go into another room to collect important belongings. At that moment, an alien senses their energy and starts moving toward them. Realizing the danger, Vika urges them to move in the opposite direction. But Natalie and her friend run into a nearby room, thinking they will be safer there. Unfortunately, the lock on the door malfunctions, allowing the alien to enter. The electrician immediately fires at the alien with his homemade energy gun, weakening it for a moment. But when he tries to fire again, the gun's battery runs out. Taking advantage of this, the alien kills the electrician. Meanwhile, Natalie and her friend attempt to escape through another exit, but the alien attacks again, killing Natalie's friend. Left shaken, Natalie manages to reunite with Sean and Vika as they flee the place. While escaping, they encounter a group of armed people. These turn out to be Russian police officers, equipped with advanced weapons specifically designed to fight the aliens. Just then, another alien appears. The officers open fire, using different tactics, and manage to severely weaken it. The alien flees, but part of its body breaks off and remains behind. Sean picks up the fallen piece of the alien and keeps it with him. The Russian police head then leads them to a secure hideout, much like the electrician's safe house. He assures them, "Don't worry, you're safe here." But Sean and his companions insist they must reach the submarine to return to America. At first, the head refuses. Later, he agrees to help and decides to accompany them with his armed team. Together, they begin their journey through an underground tunnel leading toward the sea. Suddenly, an alien appears inside the tunnel, forcing everyone to hide. Vika is caught near a pillar and nearly killed, but Sean's friend rushes in and rescues her. In doing so, he sacrifices his own life. Sean is devastated, blaming himself for being unable to save his friend. Grief-stricken, he continues with the others. Exiting the tunnel, they finally reach the shoreline and spot a ship waiting nearby. Sean and the police head decide they can use it to reach the submarine. Everyone quickly boards the ship. Natalie and Sean, seated on the ship, are deeply worried, both mourning the loss of their childhood friends. As they talk, the ship suddenly jolts, throwing everyone off balance. They rush to the deck and discover the ship has run aground. Looking ahead, they see massive flames rising. The head explains that the land is filled with powerful minerals that generate energy. The aliens are extracting these minerals, sending them to their planet through the fire columns. Suddenly, a collapsing building crashes onto the ship, capsizing it completely. Everyone is thrown into the water. Struggling through the waves, Sean, the police head, and a few survivors manage to swim to the submarine. But as they board, they realize Natalie is missing. She has been left behind. The submarine prepares to depart as her absence weighs heavily on them. Sean insists, "I won't leave without Natalie." The submarine captain finally agrees with him. Sean then shows the captain a special gun designed by the electrician, a weapon built to kill the aliens. Together they assemble more of these guns, carefully fitting them with fully charged batteries to ensure they won't run out of power during the fight. Armed and ready, Sean, the captain, and their group head out to find Natalie. But on their way, aliens suddenly ambush them. During the attack, Sean falls, but quickly fires his microwave gun at one of the aliens. The shot damages the alien's protective shield, leaving it exposed. Seizing the opportunity, the captain and the others strike together, finally managing to kill the alien. They now realize exactly how these creatures can be destroyed. Sean explains the plan to the captain, then rushes ahead to save Natalie after hearing her cries. Following Sean's instructions, the captain pours water on the ground. When the aliens step onto it, the group unleashes their attack, electrocuting and killing several of them. Meanwhile, Sean finds Natalie trapped inside a bus. An alien bursts in to attack, and Sean opens fire with his gun. Though the creature doesn't die, the shots weaken it, making its body partly visible. But Sean is now out of weapons and has no other gun to finish the job. Thinking quickly, Sean grabs a broken alien fragment he had found earlier. He slams it into the creature, and the gamble pays off. The alien dies instantly. Sean then reunites with Natalie, and together they head to the submarine. However, the captain refuses to leave with them. He declares, "Moscow is my home. I'll stay and protect it. Now that we know how to kill them, spread the word to others." With those final words, Sean, Natalie, and Vika board the submarine and set sail for their homeland. The movie closes on this scene, leaving hope that humanity has found a way to fight back.